Hello, my name's Matt. This is my entry for the Dev Post PayID BlockSprint Hackathon, a GitHub action that pays contributors in XRP when they increase the code coverage of tests in a repository. So one of the issues you have with open source software, everybody loves doing the coding, quite often tests get left by the wayside. So the idea here is to incentivize the testing. However, one of the big problems with that is how do you actually find the address of where to pay somebody and how to pay them? Well, this is where PayID comes in. So in my profile, I've actually put my PayID in my profile on GitHub. And so we can go ahead here. I've got a test repository here. I've got some code here. And if we look at the test coverage at the moment, it's at 80%. So it's a very simple function here. And I'm just going to increase the test coverage for it. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to create a new test that exercises the other path of that if statement there. Function test at 6, and if we pass in 6, we expect it to add 1, so we get 7 out. And if I run the tests now, you'll see we're up to 100%. So let's add that, add those tests in. Add test 6 and push that up to repository. We're pushing it up to a branch that I've created, so I'll push that up to branch test 6. And if we look in GitHub, we'll see it's there. I can do a pull request. Come in to create a pull request. Create pull request in here. And you'll see it's checking. And one of the things it does is it will start to run the GitHub action. And you will see it there. There we go. Checking the coverage. And it'll actually be running, checking the code coverage, and seeing if we've increased the code coverage. And if we've increased the code coverage, then it will add a note to this pull request that it is going to pay us in XRP for having done so. So you'll see shortly a note show up once the action finishes running. So it's checking out both the old version and the new version of the code, running the tests, looking at it, and here we go. Payout info. Coverage is increased by 15%. I can go in and edit that if I want to change that. As you can see, it's looked up through the PayID, it's looked up my XRP address. I'm going to go ahead and merge it. And when I go ahead and merge it, it is now going to run an action as well. So if I look here at my Zoom wallet, you'll see here it's running the action to go ahead and do the actual payment. So we will see shortly a new payment show up. There we go. 15 XRP has come through. And we can look here on GitHub and we can see it's updated that and put in the transaction ID there. So there we go. Thanks very much.